some capacities that have yet to be contracted, but only because there weren't enough interested bidders. We plan to hold a second round to complete that. So we are in compliance with the orders of the ERC in that regard.
ERC, same. Yung kanilang regulating reserve, contingency, and dispatchable. Kailangan lahat yan may ancillary services. Lahat yan dapat firm contracts para wala tayong brownouts. Kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng brownouts dahil nga non-firm eh. Hindi committed eh, di ba? So, tanong, dun sa tatlong tinatawag nating ancillary services, regulating reserve, dispatchable, contingency, so lahat ba complied na sila sa tinatawag nating firm contracts? Sa Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Iba-iba yan eh, di ba?
Apo. Mr. Chair, I think nabanggit na rin po naman ng NGCP, hindi pa po covered ng lahat ng firm contract. Pero siguro po banggitin na rin namin, Mr. Chair, nasabi po kanina kasi nga merong kakulangan ng level of interest nung nagpa-CSP si NGCP. Ang maganda naman pong nangyari because nag-reserve market na tayo, lumabas po yung mga reserves. So meron po tayong enough reserves. Yung iba sa kanila kakontrata ng NGCP, yung iba po nasa reserve market. So isa nga pong tanong na...
Sino bibili nun? Sino makipagkontrata doon?
Ang bumibili po ng reserve si NGCP din po.
Nakakabili, nakakapag-comply sila?
Opo, nakakabili naman po. Pero
sa lahat ng ancillary services?
Po, yes. Except
Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao?
For some instances po I think in Visayas, tinatanong ko lang po yung level ngayon. Pero in Visayas po yung meron pa po tayo sometimes nakakulangan. Pero in general po, we have enough reserves.
Thank you, NGCP. At least nagko-comply na kayo sa ancillary. Okay, eto na. Last na to. Sir, Mr. Chairman. Okay. Kasi ito sa Transco, no? Kasi sa right of way, sino nagbabayad? NGCP or Transco or PISAM? PISAM, no? Di ba?
Mr. Chair, if I may respond.
Yes.
Doon po sa mga dating or lumang transmission lines, Transco po ang nagbabayad sa mga claimants doon sa right of ways. Pero doon po sa mga bagong transmission projects, NGCP po ang nag-acquire ng right of way.
So pag nag-acquire nila, kaninong pangalan?
Yun po yung isang issue kasi dapat dahil yung asset sa Transco, in the end, dapat po sana nasa Transco. Pero the way nire-register nila yon nasa pangalan po ng NGCP.
O bakit nasa pangalan ng NGCP? Yung mga binibili yung right of way. Hindi po dapat nasa Transco yan dahil pag-aari po yan ng gobyerno, hindi sa inyo?
Mr. Chair,
yes.
May I respond? I refer to RA 9511 Earth Franchise, Section 4. It states that the grantee may acquire such private property as is necessary for the realization of the purposes for which this franchise is granted.
May acquire?
Yes, Mr. Chair. That means purchase or otherwise acquire rights to the property.
So, kaninong property? Sa inyo o sa gobyerno?
Mr. Chair, the obligation under the concession agreement is that we have to turn it over at the end of the period, but under the franchise, we are given the authority to acquire property.
Okay, ang tanong, kung iti-turn over nyo sa government, I agree with that. Sige, sabihin na natin.
Mr. Chair.
So, ay, ma'am, sige.
Mr. Chair.
Yusek Karin.
The concession agreement, which is a private agreement among the parties, says that it should be under Transco's name.
Nakalagay sa concession
Mr.
agreement?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Attorney Cynthia,
Yeah.
wag tayo magkakaroon ng gross misrepresentation dito, ha?
Mr.
Yeah.
Chair, if we may be allowed to respond.
Yeah.
Sige, okay,
Please.
go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, it's correct. Under the concession agreement, it should be in Transco's name. But if it is provided that if NGCP can get a franchise, then NGCP may acquire the property under its own name. That's what is clear under the concession
Okay.
agreement in relation to the franchise.
Okay, ganito na lang, sir.
NGCP.
Para, okay lang ako dyan, i-allow natin. Ang tanong, ito. Halimbawa, nabili nyo ngayon ng property. Ita-turn over nyo sa government. So, magkano nyo ita-turn over yung property nyo? Anong value? Is it the value when you buy it or sa 2034 ang presyo? Naibabalik
There's
sa
a
gobyerno.
mechanism, Mr. Chairman, under the concession agreement.
Yeah, you tell me, kasi alam niyo yung concession agreement. You tell me, ano nakalagay? Kung binili mo property ngayon, ita-turn over mo sa 2034, magkano ang value nun? Value na ngayon o present value ng 2034?
Mr. Chair, yun po yung subject to valuation na may proseso po yan sa concession agreement
tataas
kung
nga.
paano po evaluate.
Yun na nga ang contention,
Hindi-
Attorney Mucha.
Titingnan po
Kapag
natin.
yan po ay turn over natin at the end of the concession, mahal na ang bili ng gobyerno. Eh baka mamaya hindi, yan na lang i-offset di lugi-lugi na gobyerno. Hindi pa pwede yun. Disadvantages to the government eh. Di ba? Yun ang sinasabi ng EPIRA sa RA 9136, 47A.
Mr.
Liwanag ng
May
EPIRA,
I-
oh.
Yeah, Mr. Chair,
Di
may I
ba?
respond,
Ang sinasabi
please?
dyan, oh.
Please, please, you may continue.
Pakinggan niyo muna.
Wait.
47A, NPC, privatization.
Wait.
The privatization value of the NPC shall be optimized.
Mr. Chair, if I
Eh
may
kasi
respond.
malulugi ang gobyerno niya kapag turnover mo pa sa 2034.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, may I respond? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
And can we ask her to respond? Okay, thank you, ha? Kasi, okay, so we will ask her to respond. You now have the chance to respond, but please make it brief.
Yes,
You've
Mr.
been
Chair.
using the word wide latitude.
This
It's
one, I will be very brief.
It's already 10:30.
Yes,
okay?
Mr.
So
Chair,
keep it
past
brief.
my
Thank
bedtime
you.
as well. Mr. Chair, I will be brief. This was not a negotiated bid. This was a concession agreement drafted by government and opened to the public in open public bidding. There were 3 failed bids prior, and NGCP cannot speculate as to the wisdom behind the provisions of that draft that was provided to the bidders. Neither can we speculate on the provisions of the concession, the franchise law when it was passed. We only know that we followed the law governing our concession and our franchise, and we have tried to do so from day one, and we have conducted our operations with full transparency to the best of our effort.
Section ano yan? Section 4?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, I will accept that, Mr. Chairman. But of course, we have to always consider na yung pong advantage ng ating pong gobyerno pagdating po sa mga bagay na ganitong usapin. And lastly, Mr. Chairman, last na po to kasi actually, itatabi ko na po itong huling dokumentong to. Hindi na po, next time na po to. Ito na lang pong huli. Last na talaga to. Yung Transco po, kasi po, meron po akong nabasa, yung pong right of way that Transco has yet to pay ay umabot po ng 400 billion. Totoo ba ho to? Kasi according dito sa documents, sinasabi, sa 2024, you need 5 billion for the right of way. Sa 2025, kailangan nyo ng 6.4 billion. Sa 2026, kailangan nyo ng 8.2 billion for right of way. Is this true?
Mr. Chair, if I may respond. Yung pong right of way universe namin is in the order of 300,000 titles. And our estimate is at around 300 billion for all this transmission, or rather,
Right-of-way claims.
Yes, sir.
Kasi nakalagay dito, over 197,000 potential right-of-way claims that had yet to be processed by Transco. Kaya umabot po kayo ng 400 billion. Nakakailanganin po ninyo na at taon-taon aabot tayo ng 5 billion. Saan kukunin ang perang pambayad nito? Sa konsesyon?
Tama po. Doon po namin kinukuha sa concession fee na...
Ang binabayad lang sa inyo ng concession is 2 billion. Noong 2022, 2.8 billion. Noong 2023, 2.8 billion. Magbabayad ka na ngayon ng 5 billion. Oh, saan mo kukunin?
Pumihingi po kami ng additional funds sa
Ayan.
PISAM.
That's the reason why itong ating pong, Mr. Chairman, ating privatization, hindi po talaga nagtutugma. Dati, nagre-remit sila ng 15 billion. Ngayon, kailangan pa nilang manguha ng pera para makabayad sa right of way. Nalulugi po ang gobyerno. Am I correct, Mr.